Good morning, and today is the spring equinox, which means it's time to get sowing of seeds. So the ones that I want to sow for vegetables, like today, lamb's lettuce, peas, sweet pepper, purple runner beans, beetroot rainbow beet. Never grown them before, that's new for me to grow this year. I've grown beetroot before but not rainbow beet. White gem parsnips, radishes, lettuce and Brussels sprouts. Those are the ones that I need to sow today. I'm gonna have to stand up because I'm running out of space. We'll try those. Right. Night scented stock I want to grow. Right, I think that's all the seeds that I want to grow in flowers. So, flowers to sow. I need to go through. Poppies. Bird. March to May. So that needs to go down there because that's my sowing to do. Night scented stock. March to May. I've got a lot of seeds to sow. Echinacea. By the way, when you sow sweet pea, it's best to leave them soaking overnight, the seeds soaking overnight in a pot, because the seed pods, the coating's quite tough. So to get a better germination, they say to always soak sweet pea seeds overnight and then sow them the next day. March to April. Push, 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 push. Blue ones come in. Push. Well done. Cosmos. Purple petunias. I touched him and he jumped a mile. And then I don't actually know what those seeds are. So there is my flower seed list. There is my vegetable seed list. And had I started my seeds early, I wouldn't be overwhelmed by the amount that I need to sow now in March. Right. Okay. Where to begin? I think where I will begin is sorting the potatoes, because that will take what, 2 minutes? To be fair, these are already sitting. These are King Edward potatoes. I bought these in the pound shop for, yeah, you get it, £1 for 5. Now, I don't actually need all 5. King Edwards are actually baking potatoes. But I don't actually need all 5 of these, but my neighbour would like to have some, so I'm going to give some to my neighbour. But what I am going to do is chip them. However, I have already been chitting themselves, so I don't actually think I need to chip these. Because look, they're ready to go out. So actually I don't need to chip these, but I will get them in the light. Now it's important that you don't damage these, because these are what are their shoots. So in actual fact, they have already started chitting themselves. So yes, that can go in the bin. And then that just leaves me to write my garden diary. So, what date are we today? 20th. Right, so I've just updated my diary. So I'm going to put those, even though they're chitting really, really well, I'm going to put those on my kitchen windowsill. Right, time to get sowing of some seeds. Now, I think I showed this hack in one of my earlier videos when I was decluttering my bedroom, and I came across a whole load of these and how you can turn these into soil pots for free. So this is what you do. You grab yourself a pair of scissors and you cut 4 slits in the side of around the tube as equally as possible. So you now have 4 slits. Then what you do, I don't think I've done these slits deep enough. I said try and do it evenly, but I haven't. And then you fold that down. You fold that down, you fold that in, and then you fold that in. So now you have your own seed planter. Now what I do to get this bottom to stay in is I just literally run it under the tap and then it seals it. So there you have your own cardboard blue roll seed pot. There's no staples, there's no sellotape. This will all break down in the soil. So when you go to plant your seed or plant that comes up in here, just dig a hole, plonk it in the ground and let it grow away outside. There you go. Another way of growing seeds without having to faff around with those are growing pockets. So I buy these in 100 batch off of Amazon. I will try and find one of my links to ones that I've ordered in previous years and I'll put them in the description in the video below. I used to just buy these from the garden centre, but they were more expensive just buying a pack of 50. So I buy a bag of 100 off of Amazon, but I kept this packaging because I refill the packaging. So this is what grow pockets look like. They come in little coir compressed plugs. So they look like that. They are that thin. And then when you add water to them, they grow like so. So side by side. They start off like that. That's how much they grow. I have saved myself my tray from my ready meal, so it's like a saucer, and they are made of coir plugs or coir, and they look like this. And as you can see, they already have their indentation for you to put your seed in. So what you do is you get as many of these you can in one of these. I've got all 10 in there. Then what you do, you add some water. And they're called growing pockets for a reason. Out of the way. But as you can see, the size they started as, and you can put the growing pockets in here. They do actually fit. I have tried it. I squeeze these to loosen the soil up a bit, coir up, and then I use this little stick to make a centre. So first off, I'm going to grow some baby beetroot. Now another useful thing is keeping some of your plastic food. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go sow 4 beetroots. and then I'm just going to cover them back over. Just press lightly on the soil, not too hard, otherwise they won't want to, they'll find it tough to sprout through. So here is my pot of labels. Now I have, end of last season, I did sit down and with pencil eraser remove all the plant label names that were on there. So I actually label every single one so that if one of these falls over, I'm not going to wonder what it was that I planted. So beetroot, rainbow, and then today's date 20th of the 3rd 21. Now you can slip them within the growing pocket, and then I've got 2 more little cells to put other seeds in. So the next one I'm going to grow are the Brussels sprouts. I'm not a big fan of Brussels sprouts, to be honest with you. So I'm only going to grow 2 plants. So that will be useful because there's 2 cells left. 1, 2, a little stick. Create a little well in the centre. In the centre right there. I don't like to waste and bin what I don't have. It's in the centre. Just want to make sure that that's, and then red, 20th of the 3rd 21. Then that's that tray now complete. So I'll go and put that on my windowsill in the bathroom. And the reason why I choose to put these on my windowsill in the bathroom is because Blue is not allowed in my bathroom and the door is never left open for him to get into. It's one room that I do have off limits to Blue. Now with these remaining 4 I have left, I am going to grow peas, as in vegetable peas. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I will do is use the little stick, just poke them down. Now everyone's going to say, oh, they're not the right way around. They will right themselves. And then just cover them over lightly. And what I will do is I will sow some more of these seeds in a couple of weeks so that I have a succession of peas so they don't all come to a plant at the same time, to growing the seed pods. There you have it. So they're all ready to go upstairs. In this pot, some lamb's lettuce. or corn salad as it's called. It's also known as. I know it as lamb's lettuce, but in America or somewhere else they might call it corn salad. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't quite go in the centre of the hole. Knock that in. All the rest went in. And then I always just pinch the sides so they're all. And I'll go and put a bag over these, and these will go in the greenhouse. And put that in there, a little bag. I'll put these in my greenhouse because they do better to germinate in the cold. And it's still cold outside of an evening. So, I haven't shown you my greenhouse, it was all locked up last time. I've just opened it up and I've had some success in overwintering plants and I've had some failures. So, here I have a heavenly blue penstemon, and I broke a bit off by accident when planting it. So I decided to do a cutting of the bit that I broke off, and that has survived the winter. But here we have some sorry looking geraniums. This one hasn't survived. The middle one hasn't survived, but the one at the back, you can see some green, so it has survived. This one has survived just about, and then I, weirdly enough, got a freesia. The bulbs I planted last year but never put them in the ground, and I've got a freesia in flower. And then behind I've got another geranium, which is a different type of geranium, and that has survived. This one hasn't survived. These front two haven't survived. And then again, another sorry looking state. Maybe it wasn't enough light, but these geraniums haven't survived. But I have got a calendula that has survived. And also down here, I've got agapanthus that's starting to flower. So, and there's Blue. Here is the diary from what I've done today. Both my Brussels sprout seeds have both germinated, and one of my sweet peas out of 6 have germinated.